Today we're going to be visiting the South region. It's really the Southeast that we're going to be talking about, but this slide says South. The South region is this blue area on the screen, but we're going to be focusing on the Southeast, which I'm circling right now. Have you been to any states in the South? Howdy! I sure am glad you could come to the South for a visit. I'm taking a break from the rodeo, and I'll be glad to show you around for a while. We'll be traveling on a bus. You'll find out why later. Well, if you got your ticket, I reckon we're ready to go. Follow me. Along with the coastal northeastern states, coastal means along the water. So, for example, Massachusetts is a coastal northeastern state because our state is on the water. The southern states along the coast of the Atlantic Ocean were among the first areas for colonists to settle. In fact, the very first permanent English settlement was not Plymouth, that we learn about and talk about during Thanksgiving. Plymouth Plantation was where the Pilgrims landed. It was in the South. Stop number 1, Virginia. Jamestown, Virginia. Did you know that settlers landed in Jamestown 13 years before the Pilgrims landed in Plymouth? There were 3 ships that sailed to Jamestown in 1607. They carried 214 people in all. The names of the ships were Godspeed, Susan Constant, and Discovery. Captain John Smith. John Smith became the leader of the colony. He helped build a fort to keep the colony safe from Algonquins, a Native American tribe who already lived in the area. The colonists soon made a Native American friend named Powhatan, who was willing to trade with them. A new crop. The winter of 1609 was very harsh, not very good, and most of the settlers decided to leave the colony. Only 60 out of the 214 settlers stayed and survived the harsh winter. The English settlers who stayed learned to grow tobacco. Tobacco is what we find in cigarettes today. Some people also use chewing tobacco. So they sold them to Native Americans and the people back in England. Tobacco was easy to grow and brought them a lot of money. Tobacco still brings in a lot of money today. The money that they earned allowed the colony to grow and get bigger. It was pretty neat to see the first European settlement of Jamestown, Virginia. Now let's take a look at some of the landforms the South shares with the Northeast. Stop number 2, Kentucky. The Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains stretch all the way from Canada to the state of Alabama. The Appalachian Mountain Range is the second largest mountain range in the United States. In fact, there are at least 10 smaller mountain ranges that make up this large range of mountains. The Appalachians have the deepest, most forested mountains in the United States. Coal mining. One of the biggest industries in Appalachia is coal mining. There are 2 types of coal mining, underground and surface mining. The majority of mining in Appalachia is underground mining. Underground mining is more difficult and requires more miners, but much of our best coal is underground. Both methods extract coal from the earth so we can use it as fuel. Underground mining is a hard and dangerous job. We're going to watch a short video of the coal miners in Kentucky, in the Kentucky Appalachian Mountains.